Okay. On the in the previous session, now we'll do one more sum on how to prepare a journal. But before that, we will again revise the rules which I had given before the start of the previous session. We classify accounts in three types. Just a second. Three types: real account, nominal account, and personal account. It talks about all the assets and debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Nominal account talks about the expenses and losses. So the rule is debit all expenses and losses and credit all incomes and gains. And the personal account talks about people, individuals. So the rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. So keeping these rules in mind, we will go and do the second sum now. Anant is a trader dealing in textile. For the following transactions, you have to pass the journal entries. So commenced business cash rupees 70,000. So as I had told earlier, we first identify the two accounts. So which are the two accounts here? The first itself says it is cash. So then the second account is capital, because we cannot use the owner's name in the business. So I cannot say Anand's account. Anand is the owner, so we contribute. We will treat it as capital. Now what is cash? Cash is, so it comes under the category of real account. Till I have taken it under the category of personal account. Why we are taking it under personal account? Because Anand is a person and he is contributing towards his own. Okay, so if it is real and personal, cash is real, and when Anand invests, cash comes into the business. So the entry will be cash debit, because debit what comes in is the rule of real. Okay, to capital. Anand giver, debit the receiver, credit the giver is the rule of personal. So capital is taken as personal account and we are crediting it, and amount is 70,000. So on the debit side 70, on the credit side 70, you need to write narration as being capital introduced or being business commenced with capital of 70,000. Second section, purchase goods from X and company on credit. So now there are two things. I told you in the previous session also, you should not enter if your purchase as purchases, selling, we write it as. So there is one account and we are purchasing on it. Cash is not coming in. So when cash doesn't come in, important is name of the person or the company. X and company is important. So the two accounts, purchases, X and company. So purchases, treat it as expense, it will be nominal account, or if you treat it as asset, goods, then under the heading real account. Anything is okay. And the second was Mr. X or X and company. He is a person, so he'll go under the category of personal. Now purchases, if you treat it as debit what comes in, goods are coming in, so purchases should be debited. If you as an expense, nominal account expenses. So in any way you treat it, it says purchases should be debited. So purchases account debit to what is happening? X and company who is given the goods. Right? So debit the receiver, debit the giver. So X and company is the giver, need to credit X and company because it is personal account. And what was the amount? 30,000. So 30,000 side and 30,000 on the credit side will be left. Section cash deposit bank rupees 40,000. So this was there in the previous sum also. I'm repeating there are two things: cash and bank. So cash is one account and bank. Now cash, as I told you, is asset. Treat it as a real account. And is a bank or company is an individual identity, so we treat them as personal. So bank is treated as a real account. Now what is the rule of real account? What comes in, credit what goes out. What we are doing, depositing cash into the bank. When you put cash into the bank, cash goes out. It is not you now. Your pocket. So when it goes out, we need to credit it. And to whom we are giving it? To the bank. So bank doing, bank is receiving. Personal account says debit the receipt giver. Bank is receiving, so we need to debit bank. And cash is going out, so we need to credit cash. So let us record it. Bank is the receiver when we deposit money, so from debit to cash. If cash is going out and credit what goes out. Amount are we getting? This is 40,000 rupees. So we 1,000 rupees here. Now let's go to the fourth transaction. The fourth, the building from L and Company on credit 95,000. What you have bought? You have bought building. So what is building? Building is an asset. So building is one account. This is not goods, okay? This is to sell buildings. So this is not good. Goods. It is an asset. The business is textile. So if you are buying and selling cloth material, then it is good. But when you are buying a building, it is an asset. So building, and from whom you have bought? From L and Company. If you would have paid cash, we wouldn't have written L and Company name. We would have, but because it on credit, it is important to write the name of the company. Now building is an asset, so it will go to real account, and L and Company is a person, so it will go personal account. Now when you buy building, what happens? Building comes in, and real account rule says what comes in. So we need to debit building. Building account debit. To L and Company. Why L and Company? Because L and Company is a account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Who is giving us the building? L and Company. So they are the givers. So we are crediting their account. And what is the amount? 95,000. So on both the sides, you need to write 95,000. I'm repeating it. I'm not showing you the narration. You need to write the narration every transaction. Right. Next, confusion here is what is coming in, what is all those. So let us see what would be the entry. First, there are two accounts. One is cash and the other is bank, because you are withdrawing cash from bank. Now you are withdrawing it for office use. That's why I am writing it as cash bank. But if you would have withdrawn it for personal use, I would have written as drawings and bank, because in the office you're taking it home and spending it on your personal needs. So for office it is an expense and it is drawings, like salary is an expense, electricity is a draw expense. So one from bank, cash and bank we are taking because it is for office use. Remember, if it was for personal use, it would be drawings and bank. Now cash is an asset, so real account, and bank is an individual identity or person, so personal account. Now what are we doing? Cash withdrawn from bank for office use. When you withdraw cash from bank, what happens? Cash is coming back to you in your pocket. So debit what comes in. So cash account will be debited. So we do cash account debit. To who is giving you this cash? Bank. And what is the nominal account rule? Account rule, debit the receiver, credit the bank. And what is the amount? 5,000. Okay, the next, sixth one. Cash withdrawn for personal use of Anant 4 rupees. So you are withdrawing cash from bank. See, previous transaction only I was telling you this, and next one is this. Now you are withdrawing cash from bank for personal. It will not be cash and bank. So it will be drawings and bank, because that cash is not going to the office. So we cannot say cash has come in. Cash has gone to Anant for his personal use. So it is drawings and bank. Now drawings, I told you, is an expense like any other expense, salary, electricity. So expenses we take in which account? Nominal account. So it is nominal account, and bank is a person or has an identity. So we call it as a personal account. So nominal or things I'm selling are expenses, therefore we debit drawings. So we say drawings account debit to who is giving this bank, because debit the credit the giver, bank is the giver, so bank we are crediting. How much is the amount? This was the sixth transaction. Let's go to the seventh one. The seventh transaction, towels given as charity. Now let's see what is this. Okay, what are towels? Now this company is into textile business, correct? So that means from their business, from their material, they're giving it as charity, right? Now from where will they give the charity? They will give it from the purchases. They have purchased towel and they purchased to sell it, but instead of selling, they're giving as charity. So which are the two accounts that will get affected? One is purchases and the other is charity. Charity is nothing but expense for the business. Okay, now purchase and charity are getting affected. Now purchases, I told you, you can treat it as asset or even real account or nominal account. Okay, so we'll treat it as real or nominal, whatever you consider. And charity is an expense for nominal account. Okay, so what is happening? Debit the expenses and losses, credit the, one second, no? Credit the incomes and gains, right? And debit the expenses and losses. Okay, real account rules says debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So here, charity is an expense, so we need to debit all expenses and losses. Charity account debit. Now you will have to treat purchases or goods as asset, because that nominal account rule is not applying here. Asset means debit what comes in, credit what goes out. What is happening to towels? They are going out. So purchases account credit, from where they are going out? They are going out from purchases. Or you can also write purchases slash towels account credit, because it can, it should be credited to purchases account, should be removed out of purchases, because we cannot sell it. I hope it is clear. March 3000. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Any one of you having doubts?
No, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay. So let's
Hello, ma'am.
continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's, hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No, ma'am. No doubts.
Let's continue.
Yes, ma'am.
Shirts taken over by Ananta for personal use, rupees 12,000. So again, this is taken by Ananta for personal use, so we will treat it as drawings. Okay, so drawings is one of the account. He can take cash, he can take goods, anything for personal use, because he is the owner. But for business, it is treated as an expense. So drawings is one account, and shirts can be other account, or we can again say purchases can be other account, because shirts which were purchased are taken out by him, right? So it can be purchases or shirts, anything that you write, or you can write both in exam if you're getting confused. Okay, now drawings means it is nominal account, because debit all expenses and losses, and we treat drawings as an expense. And purchases or shirts, let us treat it as real account. We'll not write nominal other asset, and it is real. So purchases we're treating as real account. Okay, now see what happens when he withdraws. Drawing are expenses, debit all expenses and losses, nominal account rule, so drawings account debit to purchases, because goods are going out. Real account says debit comes in, credit what goes out. So two purchases or two shirts you can write, because the shirts are going out, right? That's amount they are going out. So 12,000 rupees is what right. Okay, some people also in exam write goods here instead of purchases. That is also considered right, but goods of purchase right. Free sample rupees 1,000. Now, what is free sample? It is a part of advertisement. So, advertisement is an expense. It will go to nominal account. So, if you want, you can write free sample account, or you can also write advertisement account. Okay, so free sample account or advertisement account. Just write ad. Okay, and saris are going out. So again, you can write purchases, or you can write saris, or you can also write goods. Okay, so when you give it as free sample or when you give it for advertising, it is an expense. So that comes to nominal account. Nominal, and sari is treating them as assets, so it is real account. Free sample, we treat it as expense, and nominal account all expenses and losses. So free debited. Two, purchases, because goods are going out, debit what comes in, credit what goes out, or you can write sari. So in charity we give drawings, we give shirt, and in free sample giving. So charity, all the three are treated as in credit or towels or shirt account. So last transaction, that is the 10th one, goods tablecloth used for office use. So now here we cannot write it as the drawing because they used for office purpose. So, but we have to treat it as an expense because if we would have bought it from outside, we would have paid for it, right? So let us take two accounts. One, let it be tablecloths, or you can say expense on tablecloth, and goods, or we call it as purchases. So whatever we have purchased, from that we are using it as office use. Okay, so tablecloth is an expense, we are buying it, so, or we are using it for our office use, nominal, and purchases or goods we are treating it as real. So the entry would be tablecloth account debit, because you are using tablecloth for your business. You can't write it as drawings because it's not for personal use, right? So tablecloth is an expense that the company is making. Tablecloth account debit, like salary account debit, wages account debit, computer bought. So we call that as a debit. Tablecloth account debit to, from where you got it, it went, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. It went out from purchases, and the amount is 200 rupees. So we enter it here. So this is how we have to pass the journal entries, and at the end we need to write. Okay, so this was the problem.